What's up, everyone? I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Serge. Welcome to the channel. To all my reoccurring viewers, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. And in this video, I am actually going to interview one of my students who is just 20 years old. He's about to turn 21. And so we'll interview him, and then we'll also do a full tour video of his house that he's going to convert into an assisted living. So guys, yeah, with that being said, I do consulting, and I will leave my email down below in the description. Do not shoot me an email and waste my time. Do not waste your guys' time unless you guys are actually serious about starting. And yeah, guys, with that being said, let's go ahead. Make sure you guys go grab your popcorn, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Here we are, guys, with my student that I currently have, and I'm helping through the process of opening up his own assisted living home here in his own house, actually. So tell us a little bit about yourself, how old you are. Everybody kind of already knows how old you are because of the intro, but tell us about your work history, what you've done prior to doing all this, and just a little bit of personal stuff about you, where you've moved from, how long you've been in Arizona, etc. So
yeah,
feel
know
free.
a little bit about me.
Yeah.
20 years old, going on 21 here, about 2 weeks or so.
Okay. Cool.
I actually moved to Phoenix, coming up to 3 years. I moved from Chicago to Phoenix for a job opportunity for a friend.
Okay.
We actually had, or he had, a restaurant in downtown Phoenix that I was set to manage.
Awesome.
That went on for a few months before the lease ended up expiring, but
Okay.
I ended up going in the insurance industry.
Okay.
That lasted for probably around 2 years.
Yeah.
And during that time, I was motivated to do side hustles, and I always had to push myself further because it was just me on my own. At 18 years old, going in and doing everything on my own. So from there, after around 2 years of insurance, I went into the home mortgage industry. That went very well, but really right now I just came to the realization that it's not something that you could scale up.
Right.
You're always going to be under somebody's thumb, really. But it's always been in the back of my mind coming to Phoenix because this is sort of like a central hub for assisted living. Yeah. So, that's basically where it's at.
Yeah, so Nathan, you moved here on your own, pretty much. Like, you came out here kind of similar story as me, really. Moving out here on your own, no family or little family. Did you have any family when you moved here? No family. Yeah. See, and that's crazy, guys. I think a lot of you guys can, a lot of you are just afraid to step out and be, on your own. But understand, like, you got young guys like myself and Nathan here who moved here and just started things on your own, and I think when you put yourself in that position, you have no choice but to like actually strive and push yourself, right? And like you said, to survive, really.
Pushed in a corner. Hey, I packed up my car with all my belongings and just headed out to Phoenix. Yeah. That's where it all began. Yeah.
So what are you currently doing now? The mortgage thing, right? The mortgage insurance.
From mortgage, I actually went back into the insurance industry because it gave me a little bit more leeway after I bought my house. Yeah. To get into assisted living. Okay. So that's where we're at right now. It's been a long time coming. Again, 3 years. It's always been in the back of my mind, but it took a while to get the house, and just a lot of hustle overall.
Yeah, so guys, keep in mind this is his personal house, right? Your primary residency. So, like a lot of you guys have asked, and yes, he's going to do that out of his primary, which a lot of you guys are in that position to be able to do something like that, where you currently have a primary and you guys are wanting to do something like this. And so how did you achieve, the level of financial freedom or the level of financial that you're at to be able to start this? It's not cheap per se, but it's also not expensive if you do it the right way. So how were you able to achieve that, through obviously working hard, but are there any other forms of income that you currently have or no?
Right now, as of late, no.
Yeah.
I'm just focusing right now on getting this started, and whether it be marketing or, getting the home ready. Right now, it took a lot of hustle, like I said before, but consistency and a lot of nights missed with friends and, going through not just life, but going through work and
Yeah.
living work and
Living, breathing,
work,
and
yeah.
eating it. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the life of an entrepreneur.
So you're
honestly.
so you're not going around raising capital or anything for this. This
No.
is strictly all your money, which is amazing, guys.
Right.
At 20 years old, think about that. Like at 20 years old, to be able to do something like that is very rare. You know, most kids at 20 years old are like blowing their money on a lot of different things, you know. So yeah, guys, at 20 years old, it's pretty impressive that you're able to do that. You know, a lot of people at his age aren't doing that. They're focused on impressing others and trying to fit in and whatever, you know, class that they want to, right? They're buying things that are way out of their means. They're doing things that are just irrational. But like, you know, people like Nathan who are young and like myself, it's different. And those are the types of people that I want to work with personally, and that Nathan wants to surround himself with. So it's quite interesting that, you know, we are able to connect and be able to do this, you know, him living in Phoenix and everything.
Of course, there's potential
Yeah.
within this industry, and every other industry right now seems
Yeah.
like it's booming. But assisted living specifically,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that stands out from these major facilities.
Yeah.
It's providing a home.
Right.
I look at it as if we're just all roommates
Yeah.
living together, and you know, breaking bread and
Exactly.
having our
Yeah.
activities together. But when you look at who is in this industry right now,
Yeah.
we're the new generation. I think we have a really good calling on
Yeah.
helping others out, and not only looking at profit. Obviously, there is profit to be made, but
Yeah.
we're a new generation that wants to make sure that, you know, the up and coming generation that's going into assisted living,
Mm-hmm.
we look at it as if, you know, it's our parents or our grandparents that are going in there.
Yeah.
It's very personal. So
Yeah. And like I've said, guys, like assisted living provides not only housing, but it also provides medical, right? And then you're also providing food, you know, just the basic necessities. And that's why it's such a stable market. And it always will be. And I know Nathan has done his research and sees that as well. He sees that potential of it being a long-term game for him, and not just like this short thing that, you know, you can just make a quick dollar here, and, you know, get out as soon as like you make your money. You know, you want to eventually want to leave a legacy and something. This is something you and I have talked, you know, behind closed doors, is that he wants to leave something behind for his children and, you know, build that legacy. And same for me, like that, there's no shame in that, like there at all. Like if this is the route we want to take to be able to build that source of income, and I think a lot of you that are going to watch this are going to understand that as well, and it's something that you guys see as well and could agree with us on that aspect of building a legacy and something that is amazing in the fact that you're providing a service to the elderly. So with that being said, where are you currently at in the process with your home? You know, I know we've talked about it and everything, but you can kind of tell everybody where you're at with everything. So
So I mean, I've gone through the research. Right now, it's just battling with the city, if you will.
Yeah.
It's not anything crazy. They're there to help you, but right now we're just trying to go through that process of getting the house zoned.
Yeah.
So depending, obviously, on your area, it might be a bit different. Phoenix is a bit lax when it comes to zoning on how many. What's the maximum you can have before you need to get zoned?
Right.
But I'm just looking in the future to get this all started from the beginning, so I don't have to go through the process. Well, maybe I have residents in the house.
Yeah.
I just do it from the beginning and set it up right.
Exactly.
And set up to where it has the potential to be scaled up higher.
Nathan reached out at the perfect time. You know, he's still in the very beginning process of getting zoned, right? And that's his first hurdle that he's got to jump over. And, you know, he actually got asked a lot of questions from zoning. Do you kind of want to tell them a little bit of what they were requiring from you, you know, questions and stuff like that they were asking in order for you to be able to put in your application and for them to consider zoning your property?
Right. So I mean, most of you, if you do the research in finding the right house, and you go through with zoning beforehand, before you buy the house, you probably won't have this big of an issue.
Yeah.
But for my situation, since I do have a few different assisted living homes within my area, I need to go through a bit of a rudimentary process to actually go through and get accepted for zoning in my area.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm actually going to go in front of a committee within the city of Phoenix to try to get approval for zoning. I've spoken to staff that you said that, I mean, it's a good chance that it'll go through, but
Yeah.
They'll just want to make sure that your assisted living home won't interfere with your local community, because ultimately it is a residential assisted living. So you want to make sure that you're providing that care to your residents, but you're also providing that home feeling that you were meant to set out for. You don't want to feel like another facility.
Right.
So
exactly. And then what was because each city is different, right? So like they required you to put a sprinkler system if you were doing 5 to 10 residents, right? Or 5 to 10 beds. But up to 5 you weren't required, right?
Correct. Right. Yeah. So anything over 5, so 6 to 10, that's where you have to get certified from the fire marshal that you have the sprinkler system.
Yeah.
And really, once you do get the zoning, it may differ from city to city, but within Phoenix, I think this goes with most cities.
Yeah.
Once you get approval for zoning, really all you have to do is submit your plans to the city on what you have to do with the house. So you get plans for fire sprinklers, for instance. You'd submit them to the city, and usually they give you around 60 days to submit the plans. Yeah. And then, I mean, it's really all up to you how fast you want to start after that.
Yeah, and usually I know for a fact that, you know, when I was looking into doing all of it, and I found out that I wasn't required to do it, you know, due to the fact of the size of my home and how many beds I was getting licensed for. But I remember that, you know, the company that you do hire, they submit the plans for you, and they should have all that kind of going for you, and you can kind of hopefully not have to deal with that headache of having to submit the plans, because you're not the one ultimately installing. So guys, just I want to make sure that you guys know that way when you guys are installing sprinkler systems, you know, that you ask whoever you guys are hiring to make sure that they're going to be the ones taking care of everything that is required for the city in order for them to install the sprinkler system. And so, yeah, guys, also like here in Phoenix, yeah, it's 5 to 10, but like in Mesa, I know for a fact that like I did not have to be required to put in a sprinkler system until after 8 residents. So keep in mind, guys, that's why I talk about regulations in your specific city. Even though we live technically like in Phoenix, like, but keep in mind there's obviously the suburbs of Phoenix, right?
Right,
every city zoning has its own different laws, and I know some only allow you to zone up to 5 residents. Phoenix still fortunately allows you to zone up to 10. In other states, I know like in Texas they let you up to 15, and it just all depends, guys. So don't just go based off of what I say about like how much you guys can get zoned for. It's up to you guys ultimately to do that due diligence and get all that figured out. So, you know, from there, you know, what are your goals out, you know, with assisted living? Is it your ultimate goal to scale up with assisted living, or?
It is.
Yeah.
What I really want to go into is I want to enjoy every moment.
Yeah.
You know, things
enjoy the
pass
process. Yeah.
quickly, and I want to be at the experiences that maybe other people have found difficult. But just take it slowly to where you manage your growth. Yep. Because I think with any business that you go forward with, if you just go into it and have an accelerated amount of growth, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah.
Usually, you might be lucky, but usually, so whenever that does happen, to where you find the next step of growing, you'll take it, but you'll take it the smartest way possible.
Exactly. And, you know, like he said, not just diving into it. And that's the thing, guys. Like I dove into it, and I just want to be able to help Nathan out and show you guys that as long as you guys have a great mentor and you guys have someone guiding you guys, that you're ultimately, you will succeed as long as you're willing to put in the work. Like I can't be the only one telling Nathan all this guidance and advice and everything and him not even implementing it, right? Like in a sense wasting his time and my time, right? He's gonna be the one that's ultimately gonna have to like put himself there and like actually be part of managing his business and everything. And that's the whole point, guys. Like I want to be able to, like, Nathan's going to be a great student. I already know his mindset is in the right place. You know, he's going to do great things in this community, and he's building himself a great business, and he's going to be able to, you know, have me as a mentor, which is ultimately the, you know, for me personally, is a great way to just give back, you know, to young guys and girls who want to start, and not just young people, just anybody who's willing to do this and follow their passion and their goals. And so outside of assisted living, do you have any goals, you know, other business ventures that you want to eventually go down? I know this is your main priority right now, and kind of your main focus is assisted living, which is good because you don't want to like diversify too quickly, like you said, and like have too many things going on at once where you can't focus. But I know you're a young dude, so you still probably have, like, you know, you're working towards those goals, you know.
I mean, ultimately, real estate is something that I find exciting. I like to find unique properties, and obviously, you want to make money doing so.
Exactly.
Also, but you have to risk money. So when it comes to that time where, you know, money may not be that big of an issue on buying other properties,
right?
That's probably a route that I'd explore and, you know,
see, he's a lot like me. I mean, everyone that's watched me up to this point knows that I'm like, I love real estate, and that's the cool thing. If you love real estate, this is a great opportunity for you, because real estate is a big part of this business. Like, you can't do this business without real estate. Like, it doesn't, you know, it's not online. It's not like this e-commerce thing that you can just, it requires real estate, which is like, if you're, you know, but don't only do this because of the real estate. You know, you can, and I've talked about that before. So, you know, that's awesome that Nathan is willing to do all this, and I'm happy that he's willing to actually jump on the channel, and you guys will watch the process. As of right now, like he mentioned, he's still in the zoning process. He's got to go in front of the committee and talk to them and get their final approval. But I will actually be doing videos following him in the process. So keep him in your prayers, you know, on this zoning thing. What's up, dude?
Welcome, welcome.
You ready to do this?
Let's get it done.
Let's do it, guys. So here we are in Nathan's beautiful home, and he's gonna give us a tour here real quick. So if you want to go ahead and start wherever you want, and you can kind of tell people a little bit. So
so right now it's not really furnished. We're waiting for the zoning, as I said before. The home is a little over 3,000 square feet. We've got the dining room over here, which I will convert into another bedroom once we get zoning taken care of. And then if we go down here, we have our master bedroom that I'd like to convert into a two bedroom. It's a bit messy, but you get an idea of how much space there is.
Yeah, and then you got
a private bathroom over here.
Okay, cool.
And then a walk-in closet. So the good thing is about the home, it actually has 2 walk-in showers.
Okay.
One of them is not, but I'll have to convert that. It's going to be fairly simple. That tub, obviously nobody's going to use it.
Right.
So I'm going to have to take it out and maybe make another entrance to this bathroom here.
Okay.
But that's a possibility. So if we go down, we've got the living room over here.
Okay.
This is going to be like a separate, more like chill spot where, I mean, maybe you don't want to watch TV or you want to watch it from afar.
Yeah.
You sit over here on the recliners. This furniture will be here. It's going to be more friendly to assisted living.
Okay.
But from here, I mean, we have a pretty large kitchen. It's going to be perfect for a large amount of food being prepared.
Yep.
And then that refrigerator, we're going to have to add another one if we do end up getting 10 beds. If we get zoned for 10 beds. But from here, I mean, obviously we have our TV. I don't think the residents will really care that it has surround sound, but hey, it's unique.
Yeah.
Over here, we're planning on making the dining room, so making that into a bedroom and this one into the dining room, I actually want to make like an opening over here so you could have access from both sides.
Okay.
Obviously a fireplace. And then a little relax zone, if you will. I might have to fill this in because residents might, you know,
Or just gate it. Yeah, like even put a gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll figure out when the time comes, but from here we have 2 bedrooms. They're big enough for a semi-private, so 2 in each room, 2 residents in each room.
Okay.
We've got the walk-in shower over here. And then this is actually a laundry room right now. We plan on converting it into a bedroom. It's just big enough. I don't know why they didn't move it into the garage, but we're gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
And it does have access to the outdoors.
Oh, okay.
Here,
Yeah,
so,
that's nice.
And then this room, sort of keeping it for storage, but it's the same size as the other.
Okay.
But yeah, it also has access to the outdoors over there.
Okay. Cool.
Some double doors. And then going down here.
Oh, you're going down the hall.
We've got our 3rd bathroom. This right now is it's not a walk-in shower, but we can just take the tub out, retile it, and
Yeah.
get it adjusted accordingly.
Okay.
And then these would be our 2 privates. So right now, obviously the furniture, this is not gonna be in once we get everything ready.
Right.
We'll probably have, what, twin size beds or
Yeah.
full size?
Either full or twin.
I think this is full size, so some of them we'll probably keep.
Okay.
But I mean that's it for this side of the house. So we've got the master. I want to make a bedroom there. 1 bedroom over here, that's 4.
Okay.
And then 2 over here, which is 6. But going up, obviously the residents aren't going to be coming up here.
Right.
This is going to be more like the caregiver spot.
Yeah.
So they could sleep, and there's 1 bedroom up here, which currently it's mine. But I mean, honestly, this is, what could you ask for more as a caregiver? You have a view of the mountains over there,
Yeah.
and then you got a balcony. But if we do end up getting more caregivers,
Yeah.
we'll end up making the den over here on this side into
Okay.
another bedroom, because I definitely want to stay with the business and make sure everything's going well.
There you go. That's smart.
But this is the den. Until we get another caregiver, this is just going to stay a den, so the caregiver could have it as like a getaway spot, or
Okay.
as their den or living room,
Yeah.
if you will. If we do end up getting another caregiver, we'll actually convert it into another bedroom for them.
Okay.
Just try to grow safely, if
Yeah.
you will.
Of course. Yeah, he's got a lot of cute fixtures. Like I was telling him earlier, he's got a lot of cool lights and everything. Kind of brings this really cool trend to the house, you know? It's not like this run down.
character,
Yeah, it's
definitely.
definitely got some character.
It is a 1970s home with a sort of like a modern farmhouse type style.
So in total, you got how many rooms and how many bathrooms?
So 6 downstairs once we add that other room at the dining room.
Uh-huh.
3 bathrooms, and then 1 bedroom upstairs.
Okay, cool.
So I mean, I won't even count that because that'll be caregiver space.
Right, yeah.
But if there is a time where we need to expand or add some more rooms,
Yeah.
there's definitely a lot of space around the house. So we've got our garage over here. This is where I plan on putting the laundry, double stack,
Okay.
and then an extra refrigerator.
Okay.
So if we go in here, 2-car garage, worst comes to worst and we need a lot more space, we'll have to add maybe another bedroom over here.
Yeah.
But going outside, so this is the south part of the house. So what I was saying about living on the premises,
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to get zoning, or not zoning, rather permits with the city. I'd like to build like a pool house slash casita here.
Okay.
I won't be living in it, but you know, it'll be an extra quarter for me to get away and be close to the business at all times.
Yeah.
But that's really what it's all about, to make myself stand out.
Exactly.
Saying that I'm here at the business all the time. So obviously we have the pool. Maybe Serge could touch up on that, on
Yeah.
what
So
affects
with the pool, he's gonna have to gate it off, obviously, and then he's gonna have to just do a few things to where he has to keep up with the chlorine and everything, and keep that testing. It's just some extra paperwork that
he's just get a pool guy, like,
yeah, you get a pool guy. Yeah, it won't be an issue for him. I mean, there's plenty of, and when you're in Arizona, it's almost inevitable that you get a house with a pool, right? So there's a lot of assisted living homes that have a pool. Ironically speaking, though, I actually had a resident who wanted a pool at the place that he was going to live. Like, that was one of his that he wanted that. So you're going to get residents like that, and that may make you stand out, you know, compared to other homes like myself who don't have a pool.
Right.
So it's all, I mean, you work with what you got. So he's got a pool, and
I think that's rare while they'll ever even go in the pool, but
oh yeah, it's very rare. And I mean, it does kind of in a way become a liability if you got like family members who think they could just jump in the pool, you know. Right. I've heard of situations where that actually happened and someone drowned. So they want to be on camera.
Yeah.
Stella
down. So we've got the patio here. This is my little projector type screen that's not connected right now, but it's a little hangout spot, I guess, for the residents. One thing that's very appealing is I have a lot about twice the size of my father's. He has a house in Chicago, and he still pays around 4 times the amount of taxes than I do.
That's insane.
So Phoenix, I mean, low cost of living for the most part right now. Everywhere is it's getting up there, but definitely properties are still very low. Yeah. And you could get your foot in the door.
So, you know, obviously with every market, there's going to be a lot of saturation, and there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to do to stand out and be different. With Nathan already off the bat, I can tell you a couple things that's going to make him stand out. First, he's young, so that makes him stand out. A lot of people are going to doubt him, but they're going to know him, right? When you're young, and when I first started, that was the one thing people knew me from, was because I was the youngest guy doing it here in Arizona. Secondly, he's got a gorgeous property, as you guys just all saw. He's got an awesome property that has a lot of character, and surprisingly enough, families are going to look at that. You know, with my home, he's got really nice flooring. I was going to tell you that like flooring, for some weird reason, people just love that. And with my flooring, I've gotten more compliments on my flooring than anything else in the house, you know, and just the style of the house, it has character. So that's the second thing that's going to make him stand out. Thirdly, he's going to be on the premises, right? He's actually going to get a place back here set up for himself to actually be on the property, which actually gains a lot of trust from the family. So that's another third thing that's going to make you stand out. And you know, for him, that's perfect. Like, I mean, overall, he's got a beautiful yard, which I don't have a yard, barely. So that's another thing that's going to make him stand out, and is going to, and then the fact that there's a pool, maybe there's going to be residents that love to just come out here and stare at the water, I guess. You know, I don't think a lot of residents are.
Yeah, it's definitely beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You know, maybe Nathan will take his shirt off or something and jump in the pool, but I don't think so. But anyhow, regardless, he's got a beautiful back patio where they can come and hang out. It's got plenty of shade for the residents for when it's super hot here. Maybe he'll install some fans or some of those mist systems. Yeah. So, and then you got beautiful plants, as you guys probably hear, birds and stuff flying around back here. It's overall just a beautiful property, and you know, congrats, dude. Seriously, this is gonna be, I believe in this property. I don't know what his competition is here in his area, whereas like what the other 5 homes are doing. Really, it's not that hard to do that. We'll get their addresses, drive around, look at their properties, and see what they're doing. And then also, if they got websites and everything, we'll definitely do a lot more research on those homes once he gets approved at zoning. And like we've said before, once he's approved, we'll move forward from there. And yeah, guys, this is the property. This is Nathan. So, I can't wait for you guys to actually see the entire journey of us getting this whole process going and seeing him succeed at it. And hopefully, once everything is up and going and he can ultimately tell you guys how the process has been, I'm going to make it as smooth and as easy as possible for him, and he will save a ton of money and avoid a lot of problems with the issues that I've gone through. And now it's the biggest thing with the mentor, guys, is the fact that I have the connections, right? I have the relationships, and that is why you want to get a great mentor, because they ultimately have the connections and the relationships that are gonna help you out a ton compared to people who have to start from the ground up with no mentorship or anything. So yeah, guys, thank you. That is pretty much it for the tour. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys did, hit that like button, and I will see you guys all later. All right, guys, that is pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys smash that like button. Also, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and go join the Facebook group that I've created called Legion Assisted Living Academy if you haven't yet. And also, guys, go watch all these other informative videos. And if you want my consulting and mentorship services, go ahead, shoot me an email. But again, guys, do not waste my time. Do not waste your guys' time just shooting me random emails about anything unless you guys are serious. And that way we can start talking about what I can help you guys with and how we can get everything going. So yeah, guys, with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. God bless. Peace.